Coach Tony here for the seventh meditation in our series. Today is going to be very similar to yesterday. We're going to repeat this new technique that we're using, I am aware. So in the typical meditation, in the way we do our mental push-ups, the first half of the push-up is when your mind wanders and you catch it. You notice that your mind has wandered. Maybe you're having a feeling, maybe you're having a thought, maybe you're rehearsing a conversation. Your mind has wandered. That's normal. So when you catch it and you acknowledge where did it wander to, we want you to go a little bit further than most people would go. Most people would just kind of lightly say, oh, that's interesting, and then try to go right back to their breath. I want you to put that thought into a grammatically correct sentence. And the reason that is important is because we are training ourselves to monitor our subconscious thoughts and feelings and then bring those thoughts and feelings up to the rational levels of our brain so that we can work on them. And verbalizing, or even silently verbalizing, using our language centers, that is like just automatically does that. So when you catch your mind wandering, find out what it is that it wandered to and say, I am aware, and then finish that sentence. I am aware that I heard a car drive by. I am aware that I have an ache in my back. You're going to find out for yourself where your mind wanders to. My mind will wander someplace different than yours. So we're going to repeat the I am aware. And then at the end of the meditation and the discussion, I'm going to connect the dots for you so that this practice that we do in the meditation can be applied outside of the meditation. And specifically, I'm going to explain how all the practice that we're doing here will let you beat procrastination, which is a bold statement. We all struggle with procrastination. I'm going to explain after the meditation is done, how that'll work. So for now, though, just get comfortable. We say comfort over ritual here. You want to be able to sit comfortably for a little less than 5 more minutes. Close your eyes. I'm going to close my eyes now and start with our first warm-up exercise. Try to hear all the sounds around you. And when you hear one, put it in the I am aware structure. I am aware of the buzzing of a fan. I am aware of a car driving down the street. Whatever the sounds are around you, try to find all of them. Very good. Let's move on to our second warm-up exercise. Let's do a body scan. And use the I am aware structure here too. Start at the very top of your head. What feelings in your body are you aware of? Just work your way all the way down your body, out your arms, down your chest and back. Your hips, your legs, your lower legs, your feet. They're touching something. What does that feel like? Say, I am aware of the pressure of my feet on the rug. Good. Let's move to the breathing part of our meditation. We're going to count our breaths. In is 1, out is 2. Count your way up to 10. And when you get to 10, start over. If you lose track, start over. What we're hoping is that your mind will wander And that will allow you to do a mental push-up. The first half is when you say, I am aware, in order to acknowledge where your mind wandered. And then the second half of the mental push-up is when you bring your focus back to your breath. I'm going to leave you on your own until we get to the end. Give yourself 2 more big, deep breaths. Now open your eyes. Thank you. That's the end of that meditation. Let's talk about procrastination. Twice now I've been very fortunate to be a guest on the leading podcast on procrastination, hosted by the leading academic researcher on procrastination, Dr. Tim Pickle. Not spelled like pickle, the food, spelled differently. Tim has this explanation of procrastination, like what causes it. And the phrase that really stuck with me is short-term mood repair. That there's some minor anxiety that's sitting below our conscious thought, a minor fear, a minor annoyance, and we choose the easy way rather than deal with it, which is actually hard to deal with because we haven't really even acknowledged what it is. And so rather than deal with that, we procrastinate, we do something else. And so, I mean, to kind of drive that home, we don't procrastinate, we don't call it procrastination when it's a major fear. You know, it's when you're actually in danger and you say, well, I don't want to, that looks dangerous, I don't want to do that. That's not procrastination, that's fear, that's fight or flight. We're talking about these really minor, almost silly anxieties. And Tim's experience and my experience as well in my own practice in last year's module and working with clients all over the world is that a lot of times just identifying what is that anxiety is enough to make it go away. You just go, whoa, that's not worth procrastinating about, and you let it go. So what you just did in the meditation, saying, I am aware, you're rehearsing for later today to monitor your thoughts and feelings. And specifically, the exercise is not to beat procrastination today. We're going to do the first half of beating procrastination only, just the first half. And that is to identify why you're procrastinating. Just keep a running tally, either in your head or on a piece of paper or in a note on your computer. Every time you catch yourself procrastinating, I want you just to examine that feeling that you're having in the moment and put that feeling fully formed in a sentence. I am aware that I'm not doing my TPS report because it's boring, or I am aware that I haven't started my taxes because I don't know where my documents are. Like whatever it is that's causing you to procrastinate, it's going to be really actually interesting. I bet most of you have never really identified at that fine grained of a level these little thoughts and feelings that you're having all day. So that's going to be the exercise posted in Heavy Mental. And it, as I said, it's the first half. If you think of the mental push-ups we do in in the meditation, that's the technique that we're going to end up using to beat procrastination. But don't, that's extra credit for the actual minimum exercise here. It's simply to uh, to identify those feelings and practice becoming aware of what's going on inside our heads, inside our emotions every day. And there's no better place to look for it than in procrastination. So thank you, and I'll see you tomorrow for an even deeper look at what we can do with the power of meditation.